Julien Alfred came within a breath of abandoning track and field just months before the Paris 2024 Olympics. The young sprinter from Sha'Carri Street, Lucia, had already made waves in international athletics, but the mental strain of competition threatened to eclipse her talent. On the night of Saturday, August 3rd, Alfred crossed the finish line at the stage to France in the 100-meter final with a time of 10.72 seconds, securing gold and setting a national record. The triumph was historic for St. Lucia, marking its first-ever Olympic medal. Yet, few outside her inner circle knew how close she had come to stepping away from the sport entirely. Alfred's journey to that moment was shaped by profound loss and early sacrifice. She lost her father, Julien, at the age of 12, a figure who had been a constant source of encouragement. "When my dad died, I felt like giving up," she admitted, recalling the period when her grief threatened to overwhelm her ambitions. 2 years later, she left St. Lucia to train abroad, first in Jamaica and then in Texas, seeking the environment that could nurture her Olympic aspirations. Her early achievements, including gold at the 2017 Commonwealth Youth Games and silver at the 2018 Youth Olympics, hinted at her potential. Yet the road to Paris remained fraught with emotional and physical hurdles. The pivotal revelation came in the lead-up to the 2024 Games. Alfred disclosed in the documentary Road to Tokyo that she had experienced a severe mental health crisis earlier that year. You would think that winning a global medal at the time would really motivate you for more, but it actually took a toll on my mental health because I felt like I had to go out there and perform, and I put so much pressure on myself, which allowed me to go in a really dark place. She explained the crisis reached a turning point when her coach Edric Floral asked a question that reframed her perspective. "Are you ready to be an Olympic champion?" That question became a catalyst for Alfred's renewed focus on mental well-being, ultimately propelling her to success on the world stage. In the months that followed, Alfred rebuilt her confidence, culminating in a personal best of 21.86 seconds in the 200 at the London Diamond League in July 2024. In Paris, she defied expectations, defeating favorites such as Sha'Carri Richardson in the 100 meters and earning silver behind Gabby Thomas in the 200 Her victories were not merely athletic achievements. They were symbolic of resilience, illustrating how an athlete can confront doubt and pressure while maintaining the rigor required to excel. It's been a long testing journey, leaving home at 14, moving between countries, and facing so many challenges. It was all worth it. When I crossed that finish line, she reflected. At just 23, Alfred embodies both maturity and inspiration. Beyond her Olympic medals, she has become a national hero in St. Lucia, where streets were lined with supporters and a public holiday, Julien Alfred Day, was declared in her honor. Her story, however, is not solely about athletic triumph. It is a testament to the importance of mental health, perseverance, and the capacity to transform personal adversity into national pride. Alfred herself acknowledged the lesson learned through struggle. "So, I think that those races prepared me, and the time I took off prepared me for Paris initially because I had to take a time off to prepare myself for what was ahead and to realize what I had to do in order to get there. I'm glad I was able to go through those dark times to remind me of what it's like to get to the top." With her eyes now set on the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics, Julien Alfred's story continues to inspire a generation of athletes and her island nation alike. And Alfred dominated the 2025 season with unmatched consistency, positioning herself as a top contender for a world championship medal. Julien Alfred's 2025 domination sets the stage for world championship glory. Julien Alfred, commanded attention throughout the 2025 season with a precision and steadiness that few sprinters had exhibited in recent memory. Her performances in the Diamond League were marked by consistent excellence with times that underscored both her raw speed and her capacity to maintain composure under pressure. In Stockholm, she recorded a meeting record of 10.75 seconds in the 100m, easing across the line to surpass Dina Ashermuth, while in Monaco she ran 10.79 into a headwind, demonstrating an uncommon ability to sustain elite form despite adverse conditions. These results firmly established her as one of the foremost competitors on the global stage. Observers of the sport repeatedly highlighted her remarkable consistency. Bernard Williams, speaking on the Ready, Set, Go podcast, remarked, "She's one of the most consistent 10.7, 10.8 I've seen since Shelley Fraser-Price and Elaine Thompson. Like, she's really strong. Even when she lost to Melissa, she was still running just as strong as if nobody was in front of her. That's a dangerous person." Alfred's composure, even in the face of narrow defeats, reflected a maturity and focus that suggested she was prepared for the demands of the World Championships in Tokyo. Her approach combined physical precision with psychological discipline, allowing her to deliver performances of remarkable regularity. Beyond the track, Alfred embraced the responsibilities that accompanied her status as a national icon. She acknowledged the duality of pride and pressure that came with representing St. Lucia, observing, "However, just a few weeks ago I switched that mindset. I'm doing it for myself first. St. Lucia is a reflection of me." This clarity of purpose translated directly into her athletic output, positioning her not merely as a competitor, but as a contender for her first World Championship medal. The culmination of her 2025 season reflected a deliberate pursuit of excellence, one in which every race further confirmed her place among the elite sprinters of her generation. Julien Alfred has built her reputation as one of the brightest stars to rise in the world of track and field. Known for her explosive starts and fierce determination, she's often placed side by side with Sha'Carri Richardson as one of the fiercest sprinters of her generation. Yet behind the medals, the headlines, and the expectation of greatness, Alfred recently revealed a truth that stunned the track community. She had almost quit the sport altogether. It was a dark place, Alfred confessed in a recent sit-down interview. Her voice heavy but honest. "People see the races, the times, the celebrations, but they don't see the nights where you're crying yourself to sleep."